Hi, and I'm Sky Samuel, and I'm here to do the forecast for December 2020. I cannot believe we are in the final part of this year. 2020 has been the biggest year of transformation, change, growth. It's had its ups, it's had its downs. Everybody's had their own unique experience this year. But the one thing I do know is that it's changed us all in our own ways. And as we all move forward, let's see what the cards want to tell us for this month. Well, we went into this month on a lunar eclipse, full moon in Gemini on the 29th of November. And that has given us opportunities to heal. It's given us transformation. It's brought about relationships, and it brought about our communication. It brought to the forefront all the things that were necessary for us to be able to communicate with those around us and be able to express ourselves. And as we're going through this month, we've got some important dates this month. So Hanukkah, which is the celebration of lights, is on the 10th of December. We have a new moon solar eclipse on the 15th of December. We have winter solstice, which is the longest night of the year, and a lot of people called Yule. That is on the 21st of December. And then we have Christmas, which is the 25th. And then we have the end of the year, which is New Year, which should take us out with a bang and into 2021. And I think that this is kind of coming up to the part of the year where we look at what we need to do. And I always look at this part of the year as being a year of a time of sharing, a time of reaching out with joy. And it's a time for me. I always have a look around the town or the city or wherever I'm at and take a look at what's going on and how I can help in some way and reach out to the community. And this has been a hard year on a lot of people, and I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing through the card readings is that there's a lot of what we're giving out in joy, how we're showing people how we love them, how we're communicating with people, and how we're reaching out and bringing our families back in after such a year of uncertainty. So let's see what the cards want to tell us for December. Give these a good shuffle up. There we go. So, what a wonderful card to jump out, right? This is the Wheel of Fortune. And all wheels are cycles. And we're coming out of a cycle, we're going into a new cycle. And I do believe that there has been a huge shift that's been taking place, especially over the last couple of months. And so this wheel here, it's also about good fortune. The emphasis is not necessarily on finances, because I believe that what we need to show each other this year as well is compassion, and reach out with love. That's really important because there's been a lot of fear this year. This is interesting because the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant comes from the word hierarchy, and so he's the structure. And basically at one point he was the church. He was the law. He was the structure. And this is a spiritual card. It's about looking within and looking at your higher consciousness and your higher self. And it's saying how we've grown. And taking a moment just to have gratitude and to see how we've grown. And we're moving forward. I'm loving these Pentacle cards. These Pentacle cards have been coming out strong. And I really feel, because this is the element of the earth, this is our basic foundation of our home life, our work life, our finances, news that's coming. And I love the fact that we had that Wheel of Fortune. So this is a lot of security that's coming up. This is about making, plans to change our future. We're also looking at, we've been a little beaten up at times, but this is nostalgia. And this is looking back at joy, and it's saying, looking at our families, looking at our friendships, and when we were secure, and it's saying bringing that energy back in for security as we go out of one cycle and into another cycle. I think that this card of the World here, she dances the dance of life. And I think that next year is going to be a year of moving forward, as well as travel. And a lot of people may be moving where they live and making different choices because of the reality of what happened to us in this last year. So December is bringing us new creation, and it's saying, you know, we're walking away from the things that didn't work for us, and we're going into new hope. So I love that. You know, this is basically, you know, she's got 1 foot in the earth and 1 foot in the water, and this is the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's saying as we're walking through the darkness into the light. So it's saying we're going to basically look at our security here, and then we've got the Lovers card. So this is also a time of relationships and looking at the people in our lives and our partnerships. So I like that. December is going to be a time also of sharing and giving. And this is that 28-day cycle there. It's saying tying up loose ends and bringing everything, you know, this is not about being frugal, but it's about holding on. It's saying, you know, the hangman is there. This is the, like I said, the cul-de-sac where all the avenues are closed. It's about going in the cul-de-sac, learning what we need to learn, dropping off our stuff and coming out with wisdom. And this is saying, you know, holding on, not making rash decisions, tying up loose ends and looking at the changes that are going to come for us in the next 28 days. And so I do believe that December is going to be a huge shift time of really starting to say, okay, what is the lessons we've learned? How are we going to put them forward? And I think, you know, we're looking at this energy that we're going to put forward and manifest for 2021. So this is about not giving to the detriment. You know, I don't feel that this is going to be a year of, you know, financially, like putting yourself out there and spending, for instance, money that we don't have, or putting ourselves into debt so that people can have these crazy Christmas presents and holiday presents. It's saying don't do that. It's saying give them the joy of understanding. And it's also saying finding the balance and harmony. So harmony, balance, and stability is a huge, huge gift for us this year. And as we move forward, it's saying we light our own internal spark as we walk through the end of this year. So, you know, this has been a remarkable year of transformation. And as we've been given all these different gifts for us to recognize and to share with the people that we care about and love, this has shown us this year, you know, who our true friends are. It's shown us, you know, how we react under fear and pressure. It showed us how to love in a different way. It's showed us how to reach out into the community. It's brought our loved ones in, and it's made separations in our lives that are no longer working for us. So on that note, you know, the hermit, he walks alone, but he lights the internal spark, and this lights us through the way, through the darkness, and into the awakening of the new year. So on that note, namaste. I wish you all a very beautiful, healthy, prosperous, healing December, and going into 2021. Blessings, harmony, gratitude, and joy. Namaste.